Hey guys, this is Gavin with First World Survival, and today I'm all bundled up. I'm gonna try my fire making skills in Maryland's worst weather ever. It's called a 40-degree snowstorm, where it snows and turns into slush and rain. So I'm gonna try and make a fire in this. We got maybe 2 inches of solid snow before it turned into rain. Now it's close to 40 degrees, so everything out here is gonna be wet. My approach to doing this is to get dead sticks off of tree branches that are off the ground and carve them up so the inside is nice and dry, and I could use that. I'll show you guys in a few minutes. Now I'm in the woods, and the first thing I see is a fallen pine tree. It's pretty old, so everything's gonna be good and dry. And you see there's snow on the top here, but then the underside is gonna be pretty much dry. So I'm gonna get as much of this as I can, and that's gonna help me get the fire started after the lint catches. So the outer layer of this is decently dry, but if you want the good dry stuff, you're gonna have to chop a layer off and collect what you get from the inside. So that's what I'm doing here. Another fallen pine tree, and it's got some good bark on it. You're gonna wanna put this under the fire so you're not making it on the wet ground, because that'll just kill the fire, any chances you have of making it. You wanna peel off a nice big piece of bark, and the inside should be dry. And also, fallen pine trees are kind of your savior in this situation. There's so many dry twigs on it. You see over there, all that's got dry twigs on it that I could use. You just might have to carve a little of the outer layer. Just gonna use my knife, and I'm gonna pry the tree bark off. So here's a stick. It's wet all along the outside, and all you have to do, carve into it, and see that's perfectly dry right there. It's allowed to be a little wet on the outside, but if it's green on the inside, you cannot burn it. And now I'm just peeling it. I'm doing this for all the sticks that I collected. You could also use these little shavings here. Once they're dry on the inside of it, those are really good for fires. Probably avoid using the outside ones. But the inside is nice and dry, should burn well. Alright, I just carved a bunch of sticks, and I'm hoping I have enough to get this fire going so I could carve some more wood. One of the most important parts is actually spending the time on making sure the wood is ready to use. So I know it sucks, but that's one of the things that you actually have to focus on. So I got a nice pocket full of sticks here. Plus I have the pocket full of pine bark, or not bark, but pine wood. I'm gonna build a nice log cabin, teepee, whatever it ends up being. You don't want it to fall over, because that sucks. It's just really frustrating. So try to make it as sturdy as you can from the beginning. Now I'm going to save some sticks so I could feed it into the fire once it's lit. And I have a pocket full of dryer lint that I'm going to use. I want to use it sparingly at first, just to make sure I have enough. But I really wanted to challenge myself, so all I brought was a flint, my knife, and some dryer lint. So here's a flint. And I'm going to use my knife to strike it because the striker it comes with usually sucks. I'll bring you guys closer for this. I should be tending to the fire, but I'd rather get some good footage while I can. Now I'm going to cover it so it can actually catch. It's actually hard to see the flame, but there is one. And sprinkle some of this pine crumbs on it, and that kind of helps, but not too many because you'll suffocate it. Now I'm going to have to light it again, and this is just part of the process for making a fire in shitty weather. right, went out again. This is just a hard situation because everything around you eventually will get wet. So I'm going to redo my fire. Still use some of this. It's good. So I think I'm gonna put in some more lint, just switch it out a bit. This will eventually burn, but I think it's too wet to catch right now. Put that in my pocket. I'm gonna floof it up. Hopefully that'll make it easier to catch. When everything's wet, it burns slower, and because it has to burn the water off first before it could actually burn the material. So a lot less hot. The hotter you get it, the easier it is to catch. You don't really get as much heat in this weather. Whoa, I was just burning my leg.
That's cool.
And it melted my snow pants. Maybe I'll show you guys later if I remember. I don't know if you guys could tell, but that one looked kind of promising. Even charred some of the sticks, but it still went out. That'll make the sticks work better for the next time I get it like that. Charred right through my snow pants. I don't even know how that got there. Take these off and put them on once it lights. I have a feeling that if I took you guys off camera, I'd be able to get it first try, but I'm not gonna do that. You guys need to see the struggle because this is a common thing. So right now I got a little fire, but that really doesn't mean anything. It could go out pretty easily. Still very fragile. Right now it's smoking a lot, which means there's a lot of moisture in it. It's just got to boil it out, and then hopefully I'll have a solid fire. But fire is the reason a lot of people leave those survival shows, just because it's so frustrating. You'll have a great fire 1 minute, then the next it just goes out. I got some embers now, so I think I'm good, where I don't need to use as much lint, and I can get the rest of these twigs to catch, which will mean I can get other sticks to catch. Hopefully. And I'll tell you firsthand, you don't want to get smoke in your eyes. This is almost at the point where I'd call it a fire. Hopefully you won't see it go out, because that would suck. I'd be really frustrated. But there is a chance it could. It's still not fully lit. But the pine chips I'll call them, those have helped the most so far. They're what's creating the embers down below. Once I get the fire going a little more, I'll take the camera down and show you guys. But don't want to jinx it yet. More like if I get the fire going. But whether I fail or not, I feel like it's important to upload this video just so you guys could see the struggle of how hard it really is to start a fire in this. I've started a lot of fires. This might be one of the hardest ones other than a bow drill fire. So probably one of my hardest flint and steel fires. There were a bunch of points in this video where I didn't think I'd make it. I still don't know if I really will. Now I'm at the point where I have to start making more sticks pretty quickly. And I'll let you guys know when the point is where I'd call it a real fire. Because right now, it's pretty fragile. I got a decent flame going where I could kind of get some other sticks on, but I wouldn't trust it yet. And giving it more oxygen just by blowing on it, it makes the heat go way up and it'll catch a lot more sticks. But you want to get a good directed blow, otherwise you could easily just put the fire out. I'd almost call this a fire. Let me just get a few more sticks to light and I'll bring you guys down. Once you get it to where you don't really have to peel the sticks anymore, you could just let them dry in the fire and then they'll catch. That's a good point to know when the fire is doing well. Let me see this. I think it'll just dry and catch. Still might want to break it open just to expose the dry part. And now that I'm kind of soaking, it's very important that I have a fire. So let me just bring you guys down, zoom in on the fire a bit. I'd call this pretty much a real fire. Obviously it'll take some more work to get it bigger, and in this weather you want a bigger fire just because it could go out easily if it's not hot enough to keep going. But this might have been one of the hardest fires I've ever done. Let me just blow it back up again. Got some more sticks in my pocket I'd like to empty out. So now that I have a real fire, pretty happy, feel accomplished with this one. Just one of the hardest things you could start a fire in Maryland snowstorm, which is mostly rain. Plus it's been snowing a lot too, so everything's just completely soaked. Wouldn't trust this fire yet. I trust it for a little bit, like when I'm talking now, but I wouldn't leave it for more than a couple minutes without tending to it. You really want to get a good set of embers before you leave it alone. If you get frustrated while making a fire, it's pretty dangerous. You could easily slice your finger off. So just take a break and then come back to it. And hopefully you'll take a breather. You actually have to. I've seen people get hurt doing it. You'll get a lot of blisters, scrapes on your fingers, and those could set you back a lot. Like, imagine being out in the woods, you don't know when you're gonna be saved, and you can't use your hand. Wouldn't be good. So remember to like and subscribe and comment what you want me to do for my next videos. Hopefully I'll do it. I want to do more challenges like this just because it's kind of fun if I'm doing well, frustrating if I'm not. But yeah, remember to like and subscribe, watch my other videos. Thank you. Cheers! This could be a good thumbnail, maybe. Something badass, like... I wish they did video thumbnails, so you could kinda... I'll do a blooper thumbnail if that's the case. This is kinda cool. Really fucking happy I got a fire. Thanks, guys. Cheese. Best way to put out a fire. You already know what I'm doing, but I'm not going to show you because, you know. Guess you guys didn't see the burn very well. Literally melted through my freaking snow pants. I'm still gonna use them because I like these snow pants. Also got pretty muddy and wet doing this. One of the worst things you could do in a survival situation is be cold and wet. And that's where I am right now. Especially because I put out my fire the old-fashioned way. The best way also. But yeah, thanks for watching.